Who has 11 in the opening quarter. Don't go too far. The second quarter is coming up next in the Hungry Jacks NBL.
By far his best quarter this season.
Tonight we can hear everything that CJ Bruton is saying, the coach of the Adelaide 36ers. Coach, it sounds like Stuffelmeyer misses. He's really riding them hard tonight.
He is. And look, it's a good thing, but also if Cairns are listening, it can be a bad thing because they know exactly what's going to happen and what's coming up next. But I understand what he's doing. He's trying to get him to that next level, to the next step, so we can get this thing right.
The goaltending there, good chase again. Just
good.
millisecond late.
Pass. A little ambitious perhaps from Stuffelmeyer. Is it Machado from outside?
Caught Dusty Hannes for the hole. Pass from Stuffelmeyer. That was never on. Again, that's what Cairns are going to do. They're going to try and press off the court. They might throw a half-court trap, a full-court trap. Just work your way through it, pass the ball around. And then when you get past it, look to score.
Qual off the inbound, knock one down in the first quarter in exactly the same fashion.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
He's been a real shining light. There you go.
CJ's not having it today, is he?
He's not having it today. I don't even know if we need a coach's mic on CJ. We can all hear it.
Dusty Hannes is in the crosshairs right now. Tries to respond to the offensive end. Draws a foul.
Well, it started with Daniel Johnson. He was the first one to get a few words from CJ Bruton, and then another player on the sideline. Here's Sunday Detch.
Karen comes out of the game.
And I like that. When you go at your superstar first, that lets everyone else on the team knows I'm not having it. If I can yell at him, I'm yelling at you. So you got to get it right.
Hannes makes the first. For the reputation that Dusty Hannes had when he arrived in the league as a catch-and-shoot star around the world, he's surprised he's only had 47 three-point attempts for the season.
Well, he wasn't shooting the ball well to start, so again, he was trying to think, I don't want to keep going down that path, but it's hard, because the only way to get out of that is to get enough up to knock him down. But his leash became really short to the fact where he was missing a couple of these sit-down and barely played. So then it becomes a lot from the shoulders up to try and work through. And when the team's struggling as well, that's a good take. Wow, he's having some sort of game. But when the team's struggling on top of your own struggles as an import, everything else is magnified.
Absolutely.
As Cairns take the lead. Sotto kicks it out to Stuffelmeyer. Shot clock at 7. Time for Hannes to be creative.
Oh! Ay, naku
Tried
po.
to be and lost the handle. Pinder runs the floor for Cairns, takes it to the other
Naging
end.
sirena.
That offensive
Naging
set looked
sirena si Anas.
taking one field goal
I was
in
about to say
7.5
that.
minutes.
One shot.
He's got Majul Den guarding him. He's going to do no good just floating around the three-point line. Get him with the back to the basket to trust his shot. And it's good defense on the Taipans, and they're out to the races. This is where Cairns are good. In transition, Pinder draws the fouls to go to the line, but there's no use of just keeping Daniel Johnson out there. That's when it's at the half-court set, and that's what Stuffelmeyer will learn. He's still young to try and be in that point guard role. Like, okay, what do we want in this position? Where do I want to go? Mitch McCarron's off the floor. He's had a good start. We'll try to get Dusty Hannes going. Let's try and get Daniel Johnson a shot. What play can we run that Daniel Johnson will get to the spot that he wants?
Ito si Boy Angas.
He'll be on the block. Let him go to work. Stronger. Even if it's a fadeaway, draw a foul.
Inaangasan si
Float
Kyle.
around the three-point line.
It's not helping him. I agree. Even the cross screen with your point guard, 1 to 5 will get him a shot.
That's just an inexcusable turnover.
Adam Ford calls a timeout. Wants to have a chat about it, but it's been a game of turnovers, unfortunately, for both teams so far. 7 for Cairns, 6 for Adelaide as we get down to John Casey.
Free throw line there. Look, he's not going to be in the conversation for the most improved player in the competition, but he is a vastly improved player from last season when he was here in Adelaide to this season in Cairns. And I spoke to Coach Ford pre-game about that, and he said not only on the floor but off the floor as well. He's working on his diet. He's ticking every box that he can in terms of nutrition and exercise and preparation that perhaps was a little lacking when he was here in Adelaide. And I think it's underscored by the fact that last season Keanu Pinder fouled out 6 times during the season. Last week, Keanu Pinder fouled out for the first time this year in round 15 against Tasmania, and Coach Ford suggested that maybe he was a little bit hard done by with a couple of those calls. But
Talaga
6
pala
times he fouled
merong
out last year, and that was a big
nakapasok dun sa
criticism.
likuran nila sa loob ng sando ng jersey. Kala ko parang, yan kaya yung parang
No.
parang kuba, parang
I was trying to think of who that would be.
nakabukol doon sa likod ni Kay
First thing that comes
Parate.
to my head was Brandon Ashley. I'm not sure that
Case
was.
going to give us the answer.
Kala ko parang nagiging
Yeah, I'll
kuba
give you the
eh.
answer if you want.
Yes.
It wasn't Brandon Ashley. He, of course, wasn't here last
No,
season.
that was the year before.
It wasn't Matty Hodgson, who also fouled out 6 times. It was Ty Webster, who fouled out 8 times. And on a couple of those occasions, he looked pretty much in a hurry to get out of it.
Yes.
Well, Keanu Pinder has been great. Again, this is why he has been good for the
Buti na
Cairns
lang.
Taipans. Well, not that part, except for the miss, the first 50% of that. It's just the energy, and he's been able to be freed up a bit. Doesn't have to think through absolutely everything on the floor, and that's where I think
Nilabas
he's
si
been
Kay
able to.
Sotto
Adam Ford's
muna.
unlocked him. He's saying, look, I'm going to try and not control you too much. I just want you not to get silly fouls and do everything else. Otherwise, play your game.
He's obviously much calmer. They've given him a role. Go grab rebounds, play good defense, be smarter, and he looks 1,000 times better this year than he did last year. And that's by playing defense and being smart.
This is the extra. Quiet Noy finding life very difficult at the moment because of Sunday Dench. Managed to get away. He's stripped. There's Sunday once more.
Yes!
Involved and he lays it up. 13 points
Oh,
for the Adelaide
Buti na lang.
Cairns just aren't smart. They're not playing smart
Di
basketball.
nakashoot si Boy Angas.
Everyone's trying to go one-on-one. There's no spacing.
Now they head down to
Oh.
Sotto. He was clipped on
Foul.
the arm by McCall.
Sunday Dench, we know he's a good defender, got his hands in there, and Mitch McCarron thought he passed it a second too late. It's a good finish.
That's a great finish.
13 points now. So Jim McCall was screaming for a challenge here from Adam Ford. I'll tell you one thing, Adam Ford, over the course of the season, has now understood he will not listen to players when it comes to
Well, he
coaching.
seems to trust his players more than anyone else, though. They run to him and say,
A lot of the time, he's been
Penalty
stiff
ba?
on a couple.
Yeah.
He's been stiff on a couple.
Yeah.
But that looks like he might have a case there to Jim McCall.
Yes, buti na lang.
Sotto makes the first. Made his debut when the teams played in round 3.
Yes!
Goes 2 of 2, the big man. It's a game-high lead right now for the 36ers. 11 unanswered points. Real gut-check stuff in this last 2 minutes for the Taipans. Pinder with his back to the basket. Elevates over the top.
Buti na lang.
Sotto, it's taken out of the cylinder. He gets another chance. Kenny.
Adam Ford's not happy. It looked like there was a lot of contact there on Keanu Pinder. So,
Buti na lang, hindi na siya Boy Angas, kundi aangasan na naman nun si Kay.
Yep, I'll call that next time. I think, yeah, that's looked like he might have a case there too, Adam Ford. Well, there was a bit of contact across the head. But this whole quarter has been coming down to who's playing smart. That's a smart play.
Iwan.
Pick and roll by Pinder.
nice play.
8 points now, 6 rebounds for Keanu Pinder, 4 on the offensive end. Showing that he can fill that void with a starting role and only 1 foul.
Oh! Sana dinakdak mo Kay.
Taipans get their numbers up ahead. Machado, 0 from 7 from the field. It's in and under. Found Pinder. Wow. Back-to-back buckets for the Taipans.
Again, if you're the Taipans, the simple is better. Pick and roll, get downhill, let's go Machado try and make a play. We know he's not shooting the ball well, but don't try and force anything, don't try and rush anything. Just set some simple on balls as Dusty Hanners tries to find a bit of a heat check. That was without being hot.
Here's Pinder.
Pinder is putting on a show.
10 points, extra free throw to come. Make that 12 points. He's 5 of 8 from the field.
Naku po, lalo nang aangas yun.
There you see it again. Simple basketball, pick and roll. That's what he does well. Just hang around the right spot. Want to come off Cairns Sotto, but he'll take it how you get it. The maturity in his game is this. Like, so often we've seen him just try and go up and just say, I'm just going to try and dunk it. Knew he wasn't quite there. Double pump. Gets the M1 opportunity. Had himself a good half.
He scored the last 6 points. This has been a good run from the Taipans coach.
It has. And a lot of it is determined how Adelaide's playing on the offensive end. Bad shots. I thought that last shot by Hannah was a rush shot.
Sixers will at one stage they were out to a double-figure lead, but they'll settle for a 5-point edge here at halftime. It's Adelaide 44, the Taipans 39. A whole lot more coming your way. Friday night hoops here. The Hungry Jacks NBL. Stay with us.
Is having a night in the starting lineup for the Cairns Taipans with 13 of his own. This first half has been very much a game of runs.
Well, it has, and again, it's been a game of smarts when it comes down to which team wants to be smarter. We try and attack what the defense is giving us. I love that CJ Bruton and Adam Ford are both keeping the players accountable out there. That's what they need to see from these two teams, which, let's be honest, all season long have shown a lot of inconsistencies. We have shown flashes of, hey, when we see what Adelaide did in the first quarter, where everyone's thinking, where's this been all season? Yes, we're talking about Mitch McCarron, but there's other guys as well getting involved. Dukamai running the one, Sunday Edge from the defensive end, then getting out and running. And in the second quarter, when Cairns started to just do simple sets, the thought was, where's that been? You do that every time when Nate's in what we
39 rebounds a game to be second in the competition, and the Cairns Taipans are 8th at 30.
Ngayon lang uli pinasok si Kai.
On the boards in their last 2 appearances.
It's now a 1-point game.
Look to their energy. Jim McCall's only knows a terrific defender. Adam Ford loves it, and so he should. This is what he wants to see. But again, your defense is going to set the tone, bring the energy up. Still be patient on the offensive end. That's where they've got to try and
Score the state. Even inbounding the ball at the moment is hard for Adelaide. Deng, limited minutes now. He's only played 9. Across the season, averages 29. Adam Ford,
Only one shot for the game so far.
not
Ay!
going to tonight.
Ayun, buti na lang. Nakuha ni Doppelmayr.
Bounces on the loose ball.
Oh! Kai! Magdunk ka na lang! Para sure!
For the lead on this possession. Machado spins. Found Deng in the corner.
Yeah.
Not in.
Rebound. Dunk mo, Kai!
Cairns 4 of 13 from outside tonight. 2 from line, nice drive. Great drive. Much needed bucket for Adelaide.
absolutely take what the defense gives you. They're going to play him for that. They're going to try and make him make some sort of rushed decision. Well, to get on the other side of the hoop and use that rim as protection from Nate coming across.
Call. 3 on the clock. High arcing 2. Gets it to go. And tells Stu from line up all about it.
They both have a bit of a few words to say to each other. That's all we want to see.
Let's get ready to rumble. Nothing wrong with it.
36 by 1. Karen, not that
Kai, lumapit ka dun sa ilalim para ikaw yung makaka-rebound parati.
close. Got a good look in the corner for Qual. Get another chance.
Huwag ka magtiwala din sa mga masyado sa kakampi mo na masushoot nila yung bola. Lagi ka abang.
Tasmania look to make it 3 for the season against the Illawarra Hawks.
Oh,
Kings will take
ay,
the defense.
ay! Sana dinakdak mo, Kai. Alam niya. Isang kamay na yun. Parang namimitas lang ng ng sanas to
Standing.
That's what's happening right now. I mean, Dave Johnson's off the floor. And they'll have to try and create something one-on-one. Again, that's where Mitch McCarron, okay, you want the ball up, get it to a side, clear everybody out, and get a ball screen on the wing where you want the ball. Just playing into the Taipans' hands right now.
Yun.
For contact. And stay behind to argue the point.
Kay dunk ka naman.
That's blocking foul to Jim McCall. This might be like forward. Forward saying it's good calls, so he's not going to challenge it. We don't like to see those. We don't like to see those. If you're not looking and you're just running the lanes hard and someone stops, we don't often like to see that. So we'll see Hiram Harris and Jim McCall just runs into him and and he might have break it down. He might have been there, but again, it was so touch and go. And you just don't like to see that, especially when the bigger is just not even looking ahead. So see here and just trying to get it and still moving to the left.
Second foul.
Murray?
Naku po, 1 point na lang.
Adelaide royalty right there. Times 2. Brett Maher, whose signature is on the court.
Ay, sayang.
There'll be a cap stab somewhere
Definitely.
around there.
If he was out there, they wouldn't be shooting at 36% for the field, that is for sure.
Nick Marshall into the game. So Nick Marshall's coming in on this third quarter. Dusty Hannah's 2 points, 0 of 5. We know CJ Bruden was unhappy in that first half with his defensive efforts.
He's got a lot of talent, Nick Marshall. 22 years of age. Spent the last couple of years around the 36ers program. He's also a very talented junior footballer. Nartai couldn't get the 3 away. Throws it up in the end with the right hand. McCarron, 16 points, the game's leading scorer. He's foul on the floor, that'll be against Nartai.
I still think he's got room to be even a little bit more aggressive right now. Their offense has dried up. They haven't even got a good shot for the last couple of possessions. So right now with the lineup he's on, he's going to need the ball in his hand to be that point guard. But before, when it was Sunday Detch, you could just say, look, bring the ball up. I'm going to play the 2. Let's run this where I can get the ball
Ay,
to about
nilabas si
15
Kai
seconds to
Sotto.
go and try and make a play.
Johnson, and a size advantage. Mojave King with the offensive rebound. Adelaide's 8th of the game. Pinder almost took it away from McCarron.
Yes!
He's having a night.
Ayan.
That's not exactly how I
Si Macaron ang magaling ngayon Tsaka si Mojave King, maganda din laro ni Mojave King
I
ngayon.
want to see him in a high pick and roll with Daniel Johnson because you can't guard them both if Daniel Johnson setting the screen up high.
Parang first time na maganda yung laro ni Mojave King
So this is what I was saying in that possession before, when he can slowly bring it to the wing, clear out that side, call Daniel Johnson in, he's going to pop. So if he sets a good screen and creates the space, Daniel Johnson going to the corner, there's going to be a guy on the shoes and socks logo as the help. That's a long closeout for a shooter in Daniel Johnson. And if they overhelp, then Mitch McCarron's going to be like somebody aggressive downhill. Basketball is a simple game.
Well, it's simple when you're retired.
Yeah.
You're able to see what's going on.
Simple from here, that's for sure.
That's right.
36ers by 4.
Another 4 shot.
Buti na lang. Nalibaw ni Macaron.
Starts of the game is a little quiet. He's
Ito si Marshall yan. Si Macaron. Ay si Bearstow. Bearstow pala yung nakalibang.
Marshall. Move. Johnson on the block.
Ay, sayang.
Taipans might have dodged a bullet there. It's a good look for DJ. Kenny. Pass inside for
Muntik na maagaw. Yun, si Marshall. Si Bearstow. Galing si Macaron kanina. Ngayon, si Marshall. Shoot! Yes! Buti naman, nakashoot si Marshall.
points of the night.
That's the way you can tell the
First
coach.
points daw ni Marshall ngayon.
Having a verbally say.
That's right.
Bihira lang yan ipasok eh.
Final minute of the third quarter. Move.
Yes!
They force it.
Yes.
They turn it over again.
Yes!
Here's
Ay! Ay! Sayang! Oh, foul.
He's feeling good, isn't he? He's got those hops. Normally off 2 feet. Karen trying to answer the conversation. Kyle, look at this. And he was sizing him up, and then right here said, yep. And, in the end, Nuttall got a bit of the ball. He got his body underneath. He got his arm, got his hand.
But before that play, Nassau passes the ball inside on the box and stands. This man digs down. Everyone's standing watching. Of course, there's going to be a turnover. There's
Ilang
10
mga
people in
Adelaide
the
eh,
lane.
6 points.
There's nowhere to
So
go.
7 na.
12 turnovers tonight.
7
They lead
points
the
naman.
competition. It's a stat you don't want to be leading the competition in. 15
Wala
and a half
kasi
a game.
ngayon yung pinakamagaling sa kanila yung si Zimmerman eh. Yung center nila, top center nila na galing din dating NBA.
He's not taking advantage.
7-0 run right now for the 36ers on their way to three-quarter time.
Way too much standing around. Way too much standing around.
McCall trying to make something happen.
Ayun! Buti na lang naaga.
By Mitch McCarron.
Been awesome. Mitch McCarron all night. Oh, Shango.
4 seconds.
Oh! Sana tinira na ni Mojave King
He's
kasi
going to put
4
Adelaide on the free
seconds
throw
na lang
line
pala.
with 1.5 seconds left.
4 seconds on that clock. I got the ball in my
1.5
hand.
seconds na
I'm
lang.
not passing it to anybody on that court.
I don't know. It doesn't matter how many seconds left on the clock. You're still not passing
59-51.
it.
Lamang ng 8 ang Adelaide.
He's right, though.
He's a funny man, but it's 4 seconds.
You're right, especially the way you played. Yeah, Mitch McCarron, you
Johnson.
to take that last shot. And in the end, I still
Free throw.
like Mojave King being patient, realising Daniel Johnson had the mismatch. So he was either going to have that last little layup or...
You're a funny guy, Pete.
DJ goes 2-2.
Buti na lang magaling sa free throw si Daniel
Away
Johnson.
from half courts.
10 points lamang
Adelaide who lead by
after
10
ng
at
third
three-quarter
quarter.
time. They've lost the last 4 in their home state. They're looking to buck that trend and get the job done tonight. They're in the best spot possible. Stick around. You're watching the Hungry Jacks NBL. Adelaide looking for their 6th win of the season. Jawai scores.
That's a big body.
Right now, Cam Bairstow sitting down. Good Nate on the block against Kai Sotto. As we keep talking about, he will pass it out. If you send a double team, he'll find you if you're open, but you can't just stand still behind a defender. Get to the right spot, he'll find you.
Karen for 3.
And there's Jim McCall's defense on full display.
Deng rushes to the other end. McCall as casual
Yes!
as he likes. The Deng.
Sprinkler. Oh, look at
Ah.
the seal.
Then clever enough to throw it onto Sotto and get it out of bounds.
Nimble. Is that a... Can you put
He's not in there quick though, have a look at him. I thought it was like, yeah, that's Najan, look, quick hands. And then follow it up. Bill from and Sunday Detch back into the game.
Starters minutes. Starting position, I should say, tonight for Tattoo for Maya. 18 minutes.
cross screen from the 1 to the 5?
Just knocked out. Noy reels it back in. Second chance for the Taipans. McCall. He threw it back in. Machado.
Give me one.
Still can't knock one down. 0 from 11.
Had plenty of chances. Jack Bruton get them to clean up that glass. Tough night. Just one of those nights for Scott Machado. That was wide open. 2 offensive rebounds. I think that's what I'm forward saying is just how many opportunities do we need? A couple of those were layups. And again, the way they were trying to defend Nate on the block, Majuk Deng flashing to the free throw line just has to be a little quicker. Because in the end, Adelaide played it pretty well. As soon as you see them try and front or get around him.
4 of 18.
Good hustle.
Tonight for the three-point line. This Sunday ditch.
Great hustle. Just wanted them all. And it's tough for Scott Machado, but right now, you've got to forget about that 0 of 11. You're down 10, you've got 7 minutes to go. If you make enough plays to win this game, everyone forgets about straight away the rest.
Two for Mike. Dribbles through the contact. Nice hands from Machado.
Oh,
Two for Mike.
yun.
Still going. Still going. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's going to frustrate Adam Ford. Smallest guy on the floor. That's in there. Other guys are around. He gets not one bite out of it, but 2, and then finishes.
Double figure lead once again.
Straight into it.
sayang. Oh. Ah. Ay, nako naman.
Johnson, knock it out of his hands. Noy. Inside for Deng. Nice finish from the former 36er.
Deng's on the scoreboard. Just 1 of 5 tonight. Quite Noy. Only taking 1 field goal. He's got 2 points from the free throw line.
Get it back to 10.
Ayaw mo na uli mag 3 points kaya. Sana mag 3 points ka uli.
Extra free throw to come.
Didn't force anything on that side. Simple little flare screen from Mitch McCarron. Jim McCall got lost on that and then just
Got him on the arm.
a little bit on the arm and he knew straight away.
Third foul. 68-55.
If you're heading out to our next home game and thinking about drinking, don't drive. Chat with your friends and family and plan your
13-point lead for the 36ers. Sunday Dedge, after this timeout, will be on the line to shoot for a 4-point play. This is starting to slip away from Cairns now.
It is. With Machado going 0 for 11. Majuk Dame 1 for 5. 2 of your guys that you expect to score a little bit, they've been disappointing tonight. And you know, Adelaide have given Cairns plenty of opportunity to stay in this game. But it just looks like now the smarter team trying to win this game.
Mitch McCarron has 21 points. Only Adelaide player in double figures. Cairns, on the other hand, have got 4 players in double figures. They still find themselves trailing on 13.
1, 2, 3.
Ay, wala si Kai.
Thanks for being with us. Hungry Jacks NBL. Now you can have your own personalised NBL highlights and content. It's now available with the NBL fan channel. Don't miss a moment of the action from your favourite team, favourite games of the season. You can register now with the details on your
Pinagpahinga
screen.
yata muna si Kai na naman.
Historical.
Hindi pala pinagpahinga si Kai, nasa loob pa rin.
Hey, Gaze. Oh, yeah. 44 points a game.
48 minutes a game.
I say you weren't even here back.
No, that's right. I was a baby then.
2 for Wyatt for Johnson. And a foul over the back.
You don't mind that. Again, just a bit of energy. He's got a couple of offensive rebounds. They're not in the bonus yet. He's not in foul trouble. So for CJ Breton, you say, look, that's not bad. I like that you're aggressive. We had guys back. Again, normally it's point guard to be that safety in D-trans.
I still think Adelaide need to find a way though to get Johnson involved early.
Get touches.
Yeah,
Because the defense knows that's where he's going to try and go.
2 for 9 is just not good enough for Daniel Johnson. We know he's been consistent and a scorer his whole career.
CJ Bruton, for the last couple of possessions, has been, whoever's guarding to Jim McCall, who makes that pass out, has been screaming to just come in and help basically guard everybody else. They want to shoot that 3. That's what he said to Mitch McCarron once on help side, just come right across, clog up the lane.
Less than 5 minutes to play. Johnson. Shot clock at 4. Wire with a hand in the face. The contact comes after.
That's just two stupid fouls by McCall. On a shooter. On a shooter.
2 of them. Back-to-back 3-point plays.
Yeah, be aggressive.
4 points.
Be aggressive, but don't be stupid.
So he did his job. Look, he made this one tough, but then you just got to contest it.
Just put your hand up. If he makes it, he makes it. You live with it. Don't put him to the line for 3 free throws.
And he knew straight away. That's why his head went down, because otherwise you'd be begging for a challenge. If you know you haven't touched someone, you're begging, saying, look, I promise you, I have not touched him.
Lumabas pa. Sayang.
Again, he did the right thing. The shot clock's running down. You made him think
Vale.
about the first one, then you just got to stand there. If he knocks that down, shake his hand and say,
Yun.
Absolutely.
look at this. Oh.
That's one of those. It's one of your shots, Pete. Look at those.
16 points. Nakakaamoy na ng panalo si Coach CJ. 4 minutes na lang, 40 seconds.
To be fair, it was a 4 overtime game. They've been there for the best part of 5 hours.
True.
They're hungry. Noy, late in the clock.
Yun. At least,
He's big. You see when he jumped, he's really big.
And he timed it well. Again, he wasn't really going to get a piece
sana
of it.
makarap. Oh, Kai, sayang sana. Nag-aaliw ka.
Somebody throw that
Aliw.
lob up. He's big enough to catch it. Just throw it anywhere near the ring. He'll go get it.
Is this, so it's a 16-point game. We're going to go on a line here for a couple. So Mitch McCarron sat down. He's been terrific. Dusty Hannes, who hasn't played in the second half yet, he just checked into the game.
Ay, nilabas si Kai.
Back in now. Just want to still be a little
Kasi
careful.
hinawakan yung binti daw eh. Baka sabi masakit.
Be careful.
Iniingatan nila rin si Kai Sotto, di ba, na hindi ma-injure.
The last time that they lost 5 in a row in South Australia was 2012. They went on to win the Wooden Spoon that year.
Nakailan kayang rebound si Kai dito? Kasi parang konti lang yung ano niya, points eh.
It's Christmas in March for those kids.
Flote. Hindi shoot.
Pass for Richardo. Noy had a fumble.
Oo.
In the
Buti
crushes the
pinagpahingan.
John, give me one.
Natambakan kasi yung Taipans kasi pinagpahinga si Angas eh, si Boy Angas eh. Ngayon pinasok ulit. Ba't kaya ngayon lang ulit pinasok?
Had 15 in the game, but
Johnny Binder, 15 points, 13 rebounds, 7 on the offensive end. He's been terrific.
2 for Maya. For Hannes.
Yes!
That'll feel very good for Dusty Hannes. It's been a tough night. All about his season. It's to see one go down. Adelaide 36ers have been really good.
There was talk about bringing another player in. Does that bother you as a player knowing someone else is on the way? I can tell you it does. As an sitting in an import seat.
Well, it does, but again, you was thinking of Dusty Hannes, and you're thinking, look,
Casper Ware is on the, they thought Casper was coming.
the way he's been playing, you'd be thinking back ahead, well, that's inevitable. When you're an import, like, that's part of the job.
Of course it is.
But again, it would not feel nice at all.
No, not at all. And if you're not playing well, your confidence level is at an all-time level.
Correct. And then you add that.
8 rebounds na pala si Kai.
I mean, to take your job, I'm a different cat. Someone's taking my job, I'm going out shooting. Yeah, I'm over 10. Yeah, well, he deserves a job. Or I might go 10 for 10. You never know.
Yeah.
You made a mistake.
We kind of saw that with Kyle McIntosh, didn't we? Hey, man, got the tap on the shoulder twice, and then said, that game against
Dapat bawat game maganda kung papataasin mo pa yung rebounds mo hanggang sa mag-double figure.
But Dusty Hannes, we talk a lot about who can take pressure off when the scoreboard's ticking over. Daniel Johnson, yes, Mitch McCarron hasn't done that, so the pressure's been solely on Dusty Hannes. I think Mitch McCarron, you look at, normally when you have the hierarchy of a team, imports are coming in designed to be high-volume scorers. Yes. When when they're not that, how do you try and get him to that, or how do you change his role?
Is it too late in the season now to bring in an import?
Oh, big time. It is. Yes, it is. And that's probably why the word has been McCarron needs to be a little more aggressive now. He blows smoke.
Well, you do. And you've had, there's been a couple of comments of people saying that, well, maybe he's gone across step the line here and there, but a lot of it was huge.
23 points ang lamang ng Adelaide, 1 minute na lang. Sana pinasok na ni Coach CJ lahat ng mga bangko para makapaglaro naman. Ayan, maraming papasok. Ayan, papasok na. Pinasok din si Mojave King yata yun yung kanina. Isa. Nandyan nga si Mojave King. Pinasok.
Just had a couple of mistakes in terms of fouls and turnovers.
Buti naman, makakalaro man lang kayo kahit na 44 seconds na lang. First time na makikita yung
long period with everybody healthy with your main core.
Yung number 25 parang hindi ko pa nakitang pinasok yan eh. Pero ito, yun si Aldrich yan, yung 30. Napasok na nun pero hindi na lang nakahawak ng bola nun. Sana nilabas na lahat yung mga yan. Puro yung mga bangko na lang ipasok. Pati si Hanas dapat nilabas na yan eh. Hanggang dyan ba naman sa dulo eh. Ikaw pa rin yung napapanood namin. Sobrang laki ng lamang. 28.
Single-handedly took down the 9.
Man, I couldn't buy a carton of milk after 10:15.
That's because everyone else bought everything for you.
What do you want to carton of milk that late for?
I like to eat my cereal.
I do? Like 10:15?
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
Nilabas na tong Hanas? Ano ba yan?
So with the fifth, maybe the 6th win of the season for Adelaide.
Pinaglaro niya na lahat ng bangko.
Had their troubles winning at home, but
Ayan.
it's about to change. Nartai, what a dime for Inga.
Nice. I'll tell you what, Joe, if McCarron can stay the way he is, and I know CJ's going to keep that pressure on him.
Hanggang dulo ba naman? Nagbubuhaya pa rin si Hanas. Hindi man lang, give chance to others. Yung mga bangko, hindi man lang binigyan ng chance. Hanggang dulo, nagbubuhaya pa rin. Kahit na 28 na kanina lamang. 83-57. Grabe ang baba ng score ng Taipans. Kasi wala yung si Zimmerman eh. Tsaka meron pa yata ibang wala sa kanila.
That's what you want to see. From superstars to rookies to imports, every single guy was held accountable and they come away with a massive win in front of their home crowd. It's a big win.
Na si Jawai yung dating na block ni kay Sotto ng 2 beses. Yan yung parang little shock nila, little Shaquille O'Neal ng NBL. Dati din yata galing NBA yun.
Get DJ some shots against the right matchup. It was McCall at times, it was Jared Kenny at times, that's when okay. We don't have to be fancy here. Let's get a ball screen and roll you down. Yep. Okay, we've got a big on you. Okay, let's get on the wing.
Or let's get a cross screen with a 1-5.
Everybody knows Daniel Johnson in the league. Daniel Johnson can score the ball. Yep. So your defense is aware of it as well.
Unfortunately for the Taipans, 6 points in that final quarter is a new franchise fourth quarter low. Let's get down to John Casey.
Mitch McCarron, player of the game. Congratulations. It's a nice way to...
So far, ito yung pinakamagandang game ni Mojave King. Player of the game si
From last
Macaron.
week's disappointment, we saw
21
you
points
post
pala
game
siya.
in the stands, just helping out, you felt like you needed to contribute, felt like you didn't bring enough on the floor last week. Well, you certainly brought it tonight.
Yeah, just frustrated. I think that's everyone. You know, we're frustrated as a group, frustrated as individuals. You know, we expected to do better, and we're not in the position we want to be. But, you know, we flushed our mentals. We had a great week of practice. We went at it, and we saw the results today.
Statistically, it's your biggest win of the season. Do you think it's your best?
Yeah, it's up there, definitely. You know, I think we played the right way. You know, we took the shots we wanted to do. We locked into the defense. We're going to make mistakes, but in general, I thought we were pretty good. So it's a great builder for a tough game in 2 days' time.
And you got contributions across the board tonight. We saw some different matchups. I think at one stage you ran an all-Australian lineup as well. So we saw something different. You think you'll keep experimenting as the season unfolds?
Yeah, obviously with Todd out, you know, we're down to one import, and I mean, we've got contributions coming in from everywhere. That's when we're at our best. You know, we're not leaning on one guy to carry us every game. We've got to get contributions from everybody on the bench, and thought Kai was terrific tonight, closing the boards, protecting the rim. So yeah, it's great.
Important to back it up though. You're in action again on Sunday.
Yep, big game for us. Again, we got nothing to lose now. You know, we got to just go out there, play, have fun, throw everything at every game.
Congrats on the big win. Well played.
Sana makita naman natin dito si kay Sotto na maka 20 plus points uli kagaya ng mga time niya dun sa TSF, dun sa The Skill Factory na nagto 28 points siya
He wanted double-double, but he wanted team to
na
aggressive.
parating 20 plus yung score niya.
Completely different Mitch McCarron, and it looked like completely different Adelaide 36ers, which rebounds.
Wow, si Macaron 10 rebounds.
Last night, correlation does not equal causation. He does here.
Ponder that. We're going to come back and wrap it up on the other side of this. You're watching the Hungry Jacks NBL. Adelaide, get it done by 26.
Babad kasi naman din eh si Macaron.